Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Monday's edition of the English newscast on Info Television. Our top stories. The Minister of Territorial Administration, Paul Atanganji, has granted an audience to members of the Cameroun Bar Association, headed by its president in the person of Batomie Mba Elvis Mba. And needy kids, widows and widowers of Nkumikie in the Mefuanakono division of the Center region received Christmas presents offered by an elite of that community. Those were our headlines. Details in a jiffy. Welcome back. As you heard in one of our lead stories, the Minister of Territorial Administration, Paul Atanganji, has granted an audience to members of the Cameroun Bar Association, headed by its president, Batomie Mba Elvis Mba, taking place at the conference room of the cabinet this Monday, December 22, 2025. It was a moment for the minister to clarify the legal minds on issues concerning the post-election unrest. Jude Kenji tells us more.
Paul Atanganji of Territorial Administration meeting with the Cameroun Bar Association this Monday, December 22nd, 2025, is to set the record straight on post-election statistics, addressing the lawyers, led by President Barrister Ba Eric Ba. At the conference room of his cabinet, Minat Boss unveiled official figures from the October 12 presidential election, aiming to counter contradictory figures circulating and tarnishing the country's image.
I convened this meeting to clarify certain issues in connection with acts of violence and vandalism perpetrated by criminals in connection with the 12th October presidential election.
According to the statistics presented by the minister, 1,985 people were arrested in connection with election-related incidents, while 615 have been freed on bail. 963 remain in detention, awaiting trial for their actions.
Many criminals were arrested and detained in connection to post-electoral violence in certain regions, amongst which we had young Cameroonians aged 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 years. Mr. Batonio, we have been having conflicting results and figures on the number of criminals arrested, as well as those who died as a result of post-electoral violence. So I thought it wise that we should have these discussions so that we should give you our figures and official figures so that your collaborators and your colleagues should remain at the same level of information.
The minister urged lawyers to help disseminate the accurate data, emphasizing the need to counter misinformation. He also took a swipe at lawyers criticizing government officials on major platforms, singling out a lady lawyer who allegedly breaks seals in Douala.
As for now, we don't have any cases of administrative detention. I want also to draw to the attention of Mr. Batonio the case of lawyers who constantly insult members of government during TV programs on Sundays and weekly magazines. We think that those are irresponsible behaviors which must be corrected. I want to report to the Batonio the case of a lady lawyer who should be one of the oldest in the profession, if not the oldest, they call her the doyen, who took upon herself to destroy seals put by administrative authorities in a building in Douala.
Barrister Ba Eric Ba welcomed the minister's initiative, acknowledging the Bar Council's readiness to collaborate in promoting peace. However, he cautioned that excesses by security forces and some officials had been noted, stressing the importance of respecting the rule of law.
We're going to get back now. We will not only give him the figures as he gave us, but we are going to give him the figures and the names. And I know for sure that, comme on fait très souvent ici au Cameroun, dès que les gens là vont écouter cette interview, ils vont commencer à les libérer, But we have said we are going to have a partnership. We are going to go down to the field with one of the administrators or the directors that will be given by him, and we'll do a surprise visit where we know particular persons are there. So that's what we intend to do. He has assured us that he will give instructions and that he's going to have a meeting with the police boss, the gendarmerie, that lawyers be given unfettered access to their clients who have been detained following the post-election crisis.
It should be noted that the minister's move underscores the government's effort to manage the narrative around the election aftermath, a call for accurate information and respect for the law, coming amid ongoing debates about freedoms and security measures.
The steering committee of the Cameroon Education Reform Support Project has held its 11th ordinary and 10th extraordinary sessions this December 22, 2025 in Yaoundé. The meeting was chaired by the Secretary of State to the Minister of Basic Education, Dr. Vivian Asheri-Kilo. Jessica Ndiwum reports.
In a move to strengthen ongoing education reforms, the Steering Committee of the Cameroon Education Reform Support Project, CERSP, has held its 11th ordinary and 10th extraordinary sessions in Yaoundé on December 22, 2025. The meeting was chaired by the Secretary of State to the Minister of Basic Education, Dr. Vivian Asheri-Kilo. The sessions reviewed, validated and adopted CRSP's 2026 annual work and budget plan. Reports show that 3 key disbursement-linked indicator targets under the project will be achieved by December 31st, 2026, unlocking an estimated 8 billion francs CFA in World Bank funding to CERSP.
We are in the process of making sure that we do all that we have planned to do in the entire program, because this funding is going to end in December 31st, 2026. So we have 1 year to catch up on all the things that we need to do.
Concrete actions by the CERSP Coordination Unit in collaboration with the Ministry of Justice have ensured the issuance of birth certificate to primary school pupils, safeguarding their access to education and reducing the risk of school dropouts.
Is the production of birth certificates for our children who are in examination classes. You know that without a birth certificate, these children cannot write their final exams. And if they don't, they drop out of school and it becomes a problem for the state. The president of this country has insisted that the youth are his special responsibility.
Presentations on progress achieved during the year indicated that the development objectives and results were generally satisfactory, paving the way for the 2026 targets.
Our target is to have at least 1,048,107 birth certificates done by the end of 2026.
With the validation of the 2026 annual work plan and budget, CERSP reinforces its commitment and sustaining education reforms in Cameroon. The anticipated World Bank disbursement and concrete social actions, such as securing birth certificates for vulnerable pupils, point out the project's resolve to improve access, equity, and continuity in basic education nationwide.
And away from that, needy kids, widows and widowers of Nkumeki in the Mefo and Akona division of the Center region received Christmas presents offered them by an elite, Thierry Patrick Ondwa. The ceremony took place on December 20, 2025. Let's watch. Christmas bells have rung for these kids in Nkumeki.
Le Seigneur nous a aimés comme on n'a jamais aimé.
This 7th edition, which had as promoter Thierry Patrick Ondwa, was a moment of fun for the children. Today, I received a toy car and I am very happy. While acting as Father Christmas to these kids, the benefactor voiced that plans to get children of the whole division involved are underway. Children's Christmas of Nkolmekie is not in its first edition. Let me specify that this is the 7th edition and it is good for all kids to be happy. You know, our villages have a lot of suffering. If we can come together and try to bring joy, it is good. That is our priority. The ceremony is graced by the presence of the Assistant Divisional Officer of Ngumu, Claude Mintunu, as well as the resident representative of Tv Cameroun, Amon Claude Abanda, who pays tribute to the project's promoter for this act of charity. Christmas comes only once a year, and this is the moment of joy and communion. That is why I congratulate Mr. Thierry Patrick Ondoa for this good initiative which has filled the hearts of children with joy, not leaving out widows and widowers. And I call on the elites to be examples to follow in the community. I think that this initiative of Thierry Patrick Ondoa is a very good gesture for children during this Christmas season, and it is good to have elites who think of children, and we saw how joyful the children were. So he was a real Father Christmas.
Un véritable Père Noël.
Thierry Patrick Ondoa wants children of Kumeki in the years to come to live well, and assistance from elites will go a long way. We told ourselves that with time, if God permits, all our division will be involved in this activity. We have as objective to render the childhood of children in Gumu, Mefu Akono, and Kumeki a joyful one.
L'enfance de Kumeki est heureuse.
Other elites are urged to follow the example and commit to this initiative. I think that the initiative should be appreciated, and personally, as a friend of Thierry Patrick and his brother too, I think I will continue to support this social action, which for me should be supported.
Encourager et à soutenir.
The message during the gospel reading emphasized that those who care for children open a path to heaven, and according to Thierry Patrick Ondoa, the well-being of the people and children of Kumeki is a priority. As Christmas Day draws closer, business persons and clients in markets are leaving no stone unturned as far as buying and selling is concerned. At the Acacia market in the city of Yaoundé, the affluence is very noticeable, though buyers and sellers say business is relatively slow. Details in this report. Barely days to Christmas, traders, clients and others are hitting the market streets. The bustle which usually characterizes this period is live. Meanwhile, effervescence is present. In the market, it is not easy. 1 week ago, I was here in this market and I noticed that the ambience is different. There is affluence today. Prices have practically increased. Some traders on their part decry the absence of customers to purchase their goods. During the past years, there was more crowd than now. It seems like as time passes, the magic of Christmas reduces. Meanwhile, we were expecting things to be better. Hopes are high that other clients will purchase the products still on the shelves. I would say that as compared to previous years, the ambience is not very cool. It could be due to the post-electoral crisis. The market is not very lively, as you can notice that we still have some gifts, but customers are lacking to buy. Meanwhile, last year, people were gathered here in front of the shop. The countdown to Christmas at the Acacia market remains an expectant one for traders as far as their goods are concerned. And road safety remains a pressing concern in Cameroon, where devastating accidents claim lives and significant economic losses. With thousands of cases reported annually, it is imperative to address reckless driving habits and promote responsible behavior behind the wheel, especially during this festive period. Mimi Tiobo throws more lights.
These amateur images illustrate a traffic accident that occurred in Akono on November 28, claiming the lives of 2 people. The incident took place in Mefo and Akono. Another accident was recorded during the night from Friday to Saturday at Yassa Crossroad in Douala, in the littoral region. Traffic accidents like these are reported almost daily on many roads across Cameroon. According to magazine Page Jeune Online, traffic accidents for the month of January 2025 alone amounted to 32,800 cases. Excessive speeding, mechanical failure, tire problems, dangerous and abusive overtaking, drunk driving, and driver fatigue are among the main causes. Added to this, the use of mobile phones while driving, which further worsens the situation. More than 2,200 cases of phone use while driving and nearly 15,000 cases of failure to wear a seatbelt were recorded. Data from the Ministry of Transport indicate nearly 33,000 cases of speeding and around 1,500 vehicles destroyed. This is in addition to the loss of human life and the hundreds of serious injuries recorded. According to several websites, more than 3,000 traffic accidents were reported during the first half of 2024. It should also be noted that traffic accidents cost the state approximately 800 billion CFA francs each year. It is therefore crucial for every motorist to adopt responsible behavior while driving in order to ensure road safety for all, especially during the end of year holiday period.
And away from that, we talk health, as skin cancer is a potentially life-threatening condition that has been medically observed to be rising nowadays steadily. Regular skin cancer screenings can help identify potential issues before they develop into more serious conditions. Jessica Ndiwum spoke with a health expert and compiled the following report.
Skin cancer screening is a vital process for detecting skin cancer early, starting with abnormal cell growth on the skin that can invade and damage healthy tissues. A thorough examination by a healthcare professional identifies unusual moles, growths, or skin changes, helping to maintain good health and improve survival chances.
Skin cancer is not as common as other cancers. The most common cancer in the world, and even in developing countries, cancer of the breast, cancer of the cervix, cancer of the lung, cancer of the liver. We have 2 main subtypes of skin cancer. There is non-melanoma skin cancer and there is melanoma. For non-melanoma skin cancer, we have many subtypes, like the squamous cell carcinoma, of the skin, which normally has a good prognosis because it develops on the skin with sun. It develops a skin which is exposed. It is developed on a visible part of the body. So you just need a small surgery and you remove this lesion and the patient is cured.
Not getting screened for skin cancer can lead to undetected and aggressive skin cancer, reducing treatment effectiveness and survival chances.
Melanoma is very aggressive because it may give metastasis, it may kill the patient. Even nowadays, there are more developed treatment which is based on the mutation of gene called BRAF gene, and usually we can block this gene using some antibodies against this type of cancer.
Many factors can contribute to skin cancer, and individuals with albinism are particularly vulnerable to their lack of melanin, which provides natural protection against UV radiation.
Just for albinos, and it's very recurrent even after surgery. It's developed on exposed part of the body of albinos, and this type of lesion usually recur even after surgery, and it may kill the patient.
Skin cancer is treatable if monitored and detected early by a health specialist. Regular checkups and screenings can significantly improve treatment outcomes.
Skin cancer normally should not kill the patient, apart of melanoma and apart of basal cell carcinoma, which are really very aggressive. Treatment of skin cancer is surgery, but it's at early stage. For melanoma of the skin, surgery will not solve the problem because there's a mutation of a gene called BRAF gene, and in this type we need targeted treatment for metastatic form.
Skin cancer screening is crucial to monitor the skin and seek professional help for any suspicious changes. Regularly checking your skin for moles and other changes can help identify any worrisome areas early on.
And as the festive season approaches, some families are gearing up to get their family members prepared and make sure their children are in safety. However, amidst the excitement, it is crucial for some parents and caregivers to prioritize the safety and well-being of people around them. Mimi Tiobo tells us more.
As the world wrap up things to get into Christmas mode and shops for perfect gifts, it is essential to consider the safety of children during this period. There is first of all the night. You need to see that the children don't go out after 7 p.m. The children don't need to go to shops to do anything other than their houses. As it concerns the little ones, we need to ask them not to collaborate with people that they don't know.
Nos petits-fils, on les demande de ne pas collaborer avec les gens qui ne connaissent pas.
The increase of foot traffic and crowded spaces, school activities and other activities taking place, there are greater potentials for accidents or incidents that could affect children.
Donc nous leur demandons de ne pas sortir. Nous demandons aux vigiles.
We ask them not to go. We ask the security not to let them out without the parents' concern, except for children who have the habit of going home on their own. But for those who need to be accompanied by their parents, we ask them not to stay until the parents arrive.
Accompagnés par les parents, nous leur demandons de rester là jusqu'à ce que les parents arrivent.
Parents refers to this period as being crucial, a season not to be distracted but focus on children's security. We advise the children not to work with unknown people, to avoid going out with unknown people, scared of what can happen to them, because during this festive period, a lot of bad things is out there. Festive seasons are time for creating cherished memories with loved ones and taking proactive measures to ensure children's safety in various aspects of celebration. Check on healthy eating and put them on strangers alert, security in schools, and ensure they have a hazard-free environment for indoors and outdoors play.
And FOMIC Polytechnic University of Buea, Cameroun has reached a major academic milestone with the official matriculation of newly admitted and graduated students during a colorful ceremony. The ceremony was presided over by the FOMIC University Pro-Chancellor in the person of Professor Fosong Michel to celebrate academic achievements and new beginnings. Jessica Ndiwum reports.
FOMIC Polytechnic University in Buea has marked a major academic milestone with the matriculation of its newly admitted and the graduation of students during a colorful academic ceremony. The event was presided over by the FOMIC University Pro-Chancellor Professor Fosong Michel, brought together university authorities, parents, students, and invited guests. The ceremony officially welcomed fresh students into the university community, charging them to embrace discipline, excellence, and innovation as they begin their academic journey. Addressing the gathering, the FOMIC Polytechnic University Pro-Chancellor highlighted the university's commitment to quality education, research, and human capital development, urging graduates to become responsible leaders and agents of change in society.
The ceremony is good. You can see the ambience on campus. At FOMIC Polytechnic University, we do just the best. You can see we don't have space. So many people are here. They are happy. It means that the parents and the students were waiting for this ceremony. You know, when somebody does a very good job, that person has to be appreciated. We have so many, about 4 of them, the best in medical laboratory sciences, the best in electrical engineering, the best in accounting, and the best in midwifery.
A beautiful occasion out here, a beautiful weather.
Graduating students were in turn celebrated for successfully completing their programs and were encouraged to uphold the values of the institution as they transition into the professional world.
I'm very happy and grateful today for the achievement I've gone so far. I'm happy because for me Polytechnic have given me a great knowledge that I've acquired, and I'm very grateful for my family present today for the effort and sacrifice they have done for me. I thank all my lecturers and the director of For Me Polytechnic University. I would like to be a professional chartered accountant. That's why I got registered in a program of CPA, which is Certified Public Accountant in the University of Boya, introduced by Professor Michael, the director of the University of Boya and the pro-chancellor of For Me Polytechnic University, is giving us this opportunity to enjoy and to be future professionals in accounting.
It has been a tough journey. We face moments of setbacks, fears, self-doubts, and many other challenges. But at the end of the day, we were able to innovate, we were able to create, and we were able to thrive in this milieu. Education is not only about having a degree, it's using that degree to make impact in the society. So use this degree now to make impact in the society in my field, the domain of medical laboratory sciences, be it in the hospitals, wherever I find myself. I'm always trying to create an impact, a positive impact on the society, to show that what I've done during these 4 years was relevant and I've understood what I was doing.
The ceremony was marked by the administration of the matriculation oath, award of degrees, academic processions, and cultural displays, reflecting the institution's growing academic status. Beyond the joy and celebration, the ceremony also highlighted the role of parents in supporting students throughout their academic journey.
Aujourd'hui, je suis à Boya pour la sortie de
I am in Boya today for my daughter's graduation, and I am very happy to see her reach this important milestone. Her success motivates me to continue supporting her education and academic journey. I am truly proud and happy. For the For Me Polytechnic University, Boya, the event stands as a reaffirmation of its mission to train skilled, ethical, and globally competitive graduates.
And now let's talk sports, as the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations AFCON is currently ongoing in Morocco, having started on December 21, 2025 and running until January 18, 2026. Matches are being played across 9 venues in 6 host cities, including Rabat, Casablanca, and Marrakesh. The tournament features 24 teams divided into 6 groups, with the top 2 from each group and the 4 best third-placed teams advancing to the knockout stage. The host nation Morocco opened their campaign with 2-0 victory over Comoros in the opening match in Rabat on Sunday, December 21, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much, and that takes us to the end of tonight's edition. Thanks for watching and stay in the company of our beautiful programs. Have a good evening.